So, here we are, at the How to Unicorn guide. I don't have a good feeling about doing this, but some of you wanted it, so yeah. And before we start, I just want to say that I will be probably behind bars. I mean, just look at her. There is no way this can be legal. Oh frick, they found me already. Time to go.
1 hour later.
But anyway, at least the nice police commissioner gave me my laptop back, and now I can do the guide from here with my new friend Vlad. Help me out of here please. So, where was I again? Ah yeah, about Unicorn. Unicorn is a British light carrier, but that's not the whole truth. Then she was also a repair ship, so kinda explains her skills, but to that later. She was originally planned to weigh around 15,000 tons, but came out with 16,500 tons. That explains why she has so big, I mean, such a big plane reserve point. Yeah, I was meaning that. To that she had a pretty low cruising speed at 24 knot. She had a hard time keeping up to the noticeably faster carriers like Formidable and Illustrious. Talking about Illustrious, she had a lot of battles with her, so they were pretty good friends. She was pretty short in use, only 10 years and that's it. She simply was put in reserve, and in 1959 she was sold, because upgrading her would be simply too expensive. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the story of Unicorn. So, let's talk about that lolly boat. HMS Unicorn is the cutest carrier out of all carriers, to that she has the elite rarity, and is obtainable either by drop or construction. And the best part is that she isn't an event ship, so you can stop blaming me that I do only event ships. But we're not here to see her rarity type or whatever. We want to see her peak performance and how she does in battle. So let's get over the stats first. At first glance it looks pretty bad, but when you look really closely and inspect every detail, you will find out that it still looks shit. But don't worry, the ultimate unicorn Nick is here and will fix everything. So first let's check the aviation. She only has 270 aviation points there, but a quick reminder, she has a lack of planes. Because of having 3 plane types, she got only 2 of them, and 1 AA gun. And to that have light carriers pretty bad aviation, except that pleb here. Next on the list is the anti-air. Its B rating with the 234 points is really earned. Being a little under the average is okay with her, and don't forget that she has AA mounts. So when you count the anti-air guns with maybe some auxiliary equipment, you will get a pretty strong AA. But who would consider an air radar when every Unicum out there would only equip catapults? Because considering that people don't have the best equipment at the beginning of the game would be simply mind-blowing. As for the HP, we have a C rating there. What is kinda wondering me, because she is on the 2nd place of the light carriers, only beaten my Centaur, but I always forget that CVs and CV lights are sharing the same pool, so it will always look bad for light carriers. Almost last is her evasion. In total it's really good at 46 points. Never had really problems with her getting big hits. And now lastly, the anti-submarine warfare. I really hate this part, because I simply don't like using submarines in general, but they are a part of the game, so here it is. Her ASW is pretty good at 95 points. Only 4 ships are better than her, so nothing to complain about. Next on the list we have the perks. Unicorn has 2 unique skills. The first was on the list is Support Carrier. It gives you the ability to heal your vanguard fleet for 8% of its maximum HP. What does it mean, you ask? Well, let me explain it with an example. Let's use Shropshire for that. Her base HP is 3049 hit points at level 100. Let's say she lost 500 HP, and now we use Support Carrier. With that we get 244 hit points back. It's a really good and strong perk, which makes Unicorn shine at her brightest. Helps you a lot when you have struggle staying alive. But that's not it. Then we got one more perk, Reload Command it's called. It improves your reload of the Vanguard by 15%. So imagine using it with a high DPM ship, like Baltimore or Cleveland. Well, that were the perks. Let's look over to the equipment. As for the fighters, there are some choices. Either take the Supermarine Sea Fangs or the Hawker Sea Furies, but because these fighters are hard to get or have almost a drop chance of null, you could also consider the Hellcat fighters. What is my favorite? For the torpedo bombers, we of course take the Barracudas. There is really no other choice. Maybe the Firebrands, if you have them, but that's it. Next on is the AA. For that we want to punch the enemy really hard, so the 40mm pom-pom or the twin 113mm guns. Quick and simple. And now the auxiliary equipment. For the unicums that always complain, just take the steam catapults 2 times, and you ready to go. My playstyle slightly similar, just replacing one of the catapults with one drop tank. It increases the health a little bit more, but you get a small decrease in aviation power. With that you have everything we got. It's a great ship, and really enjoyed playing with her. FBI, open up! Wait, I wasn't meaning it that way. It helps you really when you have struggle clearing that one map, so maybe consider using her. But for now, I will stay in this cell and hope that somebody helps me out.